thank you for joining me on my channel. Today I am going to do the Teacher Mom tag. This tag was started by Deanda, Natalie Priester, and the TIC Life, and I watched this tag on Teacher Inspiration Station and Too Cool for Middle School, and I will link all the channels below, or at least their videos for this teacher tag. And I invite you, if you're a teacher mom, to go ahead and join in on this tag as well and post your own video and leave it in the comments below so I can check out your video as well. And it's only 6 questions, so let's get started. Question number 1 is, how many children do you have and how old are they? Well, I have 3 children altogether. My stepdaughter is, she just turned 19 and she's starting college this year. My son is 14 and he is going to start his freshman year of high school. And my youngest, my daughter Annalise, is going to turn 13 in a few weeks in September, and she is starting 7th grade. The second question is, were you a teacher first or a parent first? Well, I was a parent first because I intended to go to college, become a teacher, and then have children. But things happened and it didn't work out the way I had planned, and I ended up becoming a mom before I finished with college. But it was fine, and I had Nathaniel in 2004, Annalise in 2005, and I graduated from college in 2007. Then it took a little longer to get my teaching job than I had intended, but it was okay. Everything happens for a reason, and I like how it turned out the way it did. Question number 3 is, how has becoming a parent changed or influenced your role as a teacher? Well, I think it has influenced and changed my role as a teacher, even though I was a mom first. It has helped me understand where parents are coming from when they don't have the money, or your kid is sick and you just don't know what else to do. It also has helped me become a really great advocate for my students that need it, as well as my own children, especially since I teach middle school and high school, and my kids are all that age right now. I know kind of what to expect for them and from them, my children as well as my students. Question number 4 is, do you send your children to daycare during breaks and holidays? And the answer is no. I was fortunate enough to have a lot of family around, so I didn't even have to send them to daycare during the school year. Whenever I'd have teacher work days and they didn't have school. When we were in New Mexico, I had my mother and father-in-law, and I had aunts and grandparents and stuff like that around. And now that we're in Florida, I have my parents as well as other friends that can watch them for me whenever I have to work and don't have anybody else. And then during the breaks, I don't like to send them away, although they do have camp sometimes and stuff like that, but I love spending every moment I can with them because it just goes by way too fast. Question number 5 is, what advice would I give to a teacher pregnant with her first baby? Well, I was fortunate enough to not to be pregnant. I was pregnant during college and not during teaching. However, I have had several teacher friends who were pregnant with their first baby during teaching. I would just say you're going to have a lot more on your to-do list because you have to get ready for the baby. You have doctor's appointments as well as preparing sub plans and those lessons and everything for when you're on your maternity leave. In addition to that, you're going to be tired. You're going to have to figure out, okay, what happens if my morning sickness kicks in the middle of class? So have your teacher friend that will come in and check on you every so often, or say, I'm going to leave my classroom door open if you, or have a student that's in charge of going and getting that teacher next door or something like that when you have to run out, because you can't always control what happens to your body when you're pregnant, especially your moods. You're going to be tired. You're going to have to go to the bathroom. And my second pregnancy was, I think, probably the worst one because I was sick all the time. So be prepared for the unexpected. Get plenty of rest when you can. And just take time for yourself, because you're going to be exhausted and you're going to need it, because after the baby is born, it's all about the baby. And then if you go back to work shortly after, it's going to be more tiring. But just be prepared as far in advance as you can while still taking time for yourself and getting plenty of rest and having lots of plans in place. Okay, the last question, number 6, is what is the most challenging / rewarding thing about being a teacher mom? Well, one of the most challenging things is when your kids are sick and you can't get off from work. Sorry, there's an airplane flying over, so I hope you can still hear me. But sometimes when your kids wake up sick and you've got to hurry up and get out the door to work and you don't have your sub plans ready, it's a big challenge, which I am grateful that I have family around. But when you don't have family around, or your family's out of town, or they're sick too, it's a huge challenge. But one of the most rewarding things is that I get the weekends off most of the time, and holidays and all of that with my kids, so I get to spend extra time with them and I don't have to worry about daycare, and I get to do so many fun things with them and share experiences with them that I normally wouldn't get to. But that is it for this teacher mommy tag. And sorry, my arm is getting tired. I really need to get a selfie stick or a stand. Actually, I need to get a new camera because I film on my phone. But that is for a different time. But I hope that you enjoyed. Thanks for watching my channel. Have a great day and God bless.
And if you like this video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe.